LG and Profile both have combo washers and dryers with heat pump drying technology. And both are about the same capacity, so which should you buy? In this video, we compare the results of 4 different loads of laundry in both the LG and the Profile. We wash colors, whites, king-size sheets, and a blanket and a king-size comforter. But there's so much to consider beyond how they wash and dry that you won't find on a spec sheet. So stay to the end to better understand which might be right, if either, for you. We normally didn't recommend buying the traditional combo washers and dryers, especially for families or heavy users, because they can effectively remove the lint. Over time, the lint will seize the machine for an expensive and almost impossible service call. However, both G and LG address this issue directly with separate filters. G is on the front, LG is on the top. You'll see the results later in the video. Heat pumps were invented in the 1850s. Used primarily in the 1970s for HVAC, finally being installed in dryers in the late 1990s. However, both these dryers are larger at 4.8 cubic feet for GE and 5 for LG versus the smaller 2.5 cubic feet for the European compact laundry, like say a Bosch or Miele. Heat pumps use a compressor to heat the air through an exchanger with an evaporator removing the moisture in a closed loop system. It is far more efficient than your vented laundry, but can take more time as well. You'll see the results in the cycles later in the video. I don't want to spend a ton of time on features. We have other videos covering that topic. These are the main benefits. Both are a washer and dryer, meaning you'll never have to transfer your clothes from a washer to a dryer. Pop in your dirty clothes and they will finish clean and dry. You don't have to rewash a load you forgot to place in your dryer either. Both units are ventless and 120 volts, meaning you can place them anywhere with an outlet and water source. You also never have to worry again about cleaning a dryer vent. Both have robust apps and can also track time remaining on your phone and receive a push notification when the cycle is finished. The first load we tested was colors, which consisted of 6 men's t-shirts and 4 beach towels that we stained with chocolate milk. G took 2 hours and 51 minutes versus the LG, which took 2 hours and 17 minutes. Both removed the stains and dried the laundry to the same degree. When we tested a load of whites containing 8 men's dress shirts, 4 white towels, and 8 men's white undershirts stained with chocolate milk, G took 2 hours and 48 minutes versus 3 hours and 8 minutes for the LG. Once again, both removed the stains and dried the laundry to the same degree. Next, we washed and dried a king-size comforter. We didn't stain the comforter with chocolate milk. G took 2 hours and 1 minute versus 2 hours and 32 minutes for the LG. The comforter came out slightly damp from both units, which is expected from any washer and dryer, including your vented one. Lastly, we tested king-size sheets and a king-size blanket. It took 2 hours and 8 minutes for G versus 3 hours and 29 minutes for LG. The blanket and sheets were totally dry coming out of the G and mostly dry coming out of the LG. In the G Profile UltraFast, the lint filters next to the air exchanger's heatsink. It's an efficient design, but you must be extremely careful of how you clean it so you don't scratch or dent the heatsink. In the LG, the lint filter is located on the top of the machine, which eliminates the risk of scratching or denting the heatsink because you lift it up and out versus pulling it out alongside of it. When our service tech of 20 years broke down both machines, neither had any lint collecting inside to cause a future service problem. But which design is better in the long run is really undecided. G may have the advantage here because it has the larger heat pump and is more accessible for service. Heat pumps are reliable in general, but in smaller units. The combo adds a different element with the washer and dryer, so it's hard to know future reliability. Here are the other considerations you must know before you buy. LG's cubic footage is a bit bigger at 5 cubic versus 4.8 for the Profile. Price will be a determining factor. When we filmed this video, LG was $19.98 versus G at $25.54, although both prices will fluctuate during different times of the year. And G has their own service and their own service techs, which is a big advantage when buying from a store without service. One last thing, what about just buying a traditional washer and dryer pair? With combos, you do get the convenience of putting in clothes dirty and having them finish clean and dry versus constantly transferring loads. However, You can do more laundry with a separate washer and dryer because you can reload the washer when it's done. Separate washers and dryers are also more proven for performance and reliability over the long term, mostly because the combos are new. That said, would you choose the price of the LG or the warranty and service network of the Profile, or just get a regular washer and dryer? You can let us know in the comments. If you want to see how the UltraFast compares to a separate washer and dryer, click this video, and thanks for watching.